Hey everybody, Jeremy here. So, a story that I want to share with everybody. And before I go any further, the two takeaways here, number one is put yourself out there on LinkedIn, and build your brand. And number two is go to events and conferences, trade shows, if you're given the opportunity. Obviously, we're just getting out of the pandemic here. And so we haven't really had that opportunity for a while. But now that we're kind of seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, everybody's getting vaccinated, you might start seeing some in-person events, trade shows, conferences. If you get the opportunity, definitely go to them. But let's dive into what actually happened here. So been building my brand for a while. Obviously, I've been here at Lead IQ for about 3.5 years. So the very first event, trade show, conference I went to when I started working at Lead IQ was only like 2 weeks into my job here, 2 weeks into my role. And so it's not like I had all this time. I started working there, I built my brand, and it wasn't like that. I started building my brand way before I started working here at Lead IQ. It was when I was at my previous company. Anyways, so step one was building my brand on LinkedIn. Then when I went to this trade show, and this is like 3 years ago, just over 3 years ago now, there was two people there who I met, and like they're talking to me as if like they know me, and these are two people who I'm not gonna say their names because I didn't talk to them about this. Like I don't want this people getting their spot blown up and people are texting them and stuff. Oh, Jeremy mentioned you in a video. Like I didn't talk to them about this, so I'm not gonna say their names. But they're two very well known sales thought leaders, influencers, and there I am at this conference, and they're both standing there, and then one of them is like, hey Jeremy, you were saying something about this on LinkedIn the other day, weren't you? Or I don't know how the conversation started, how I all of a sudden was not only in this conversation with these two sales thought leaders, but they actually know who I am. They're saying my name and stuff. I'm like, wait, what? But that happened because I was building my brand, and I went to this trade show. Like, if you get the opportunity, go, so you can actually make more of a meaningful connection with these people in person, face to face. There's nothing like that. So that's kind of part one of the story. Part two, then fast forward, I think it was about like right before the pandemic hit. So, like 2 years ago now, right around this time, probably 2 years ago, I'm at another trade show conference, and, see this guy again. And now, he really knows me. We're buddy now, and we're talking, and, he's, we're just talking, for a few minutes, and just continue to kind of build that relationship. And so now this guy really knows who I am, because now it's the second conference that I've met him in person at. And there was actually another one too. So there was I think earlier that year, there was another conference trade show that I just briefly bumped into this guy at. So now he really knows me from seeing me now at 3 different conferences, and seeing all my posts on LinkedIn as well. So now that all of that has happened, now fast forward to literally yesterday. So yesterday, I'm hustling, I'm prospecting, I'm working. We're doing an ABM model. We have like these target accounts. So we're really knee deep focusing really strategically at a smaller number of really bigger, high value target accounts we're going after. One of them, I'm doing some account mapping and figuring out which people at this account I'm going to reach out to. And I see one of the mutual connections that I have with this person, who's an executive, very high level decision maker at this enterprise account. And I see one of the mutual connections is that guy that I'm talking to. And again, I'm not going to name drop him. He didn't, and so I see that he's a mutual connection. And so I think, hey, why not? Why not? The leads don't come to you. You got to go to them. If you want to make a sale, you got to make it happen. If you want an opportunity, it's not going to just come to you. You need to make it happen. You got to be proactive. So I picked up the phone. I have this guy's number. It's right there on his LinkedIn profile, the mutual connection that I've met at, a few different conferences and trade shows now. And we've built that relationship. So I called him up. What the hell? What do I have to lose? I called him. He picked up. He answered. We had a conversation. I told him, hey, I'm not sure if you know this guy. I'm not sure if this company is a client of yours, but this is the company and this is the guy. And, he said, oh, actually, I do know that guy, so I explained the situation and, like what the use case is that I've kind of uncovered for this company and why they might be interested in my company's services. And I just, in a professional way, asked if this guy could reach out to this person and see if he'd be interested in meeting, and just kind of ask for that intro, ask for that referral introduction. And he did. He accepted. He did. He was like, sure, I'll do it. And literally just earlier today, I got off the phone with this, sales thought leader. And he said, yep, I'm about to send the email right now. I'll let you know what he says if I hear back. But he, this guy who's very well known in the sales space, thought leader, and he's worked at this company in the past, has, discussed doing some sales coaching and sales training and sales consulting with this company. So he brings clout, he has some authority. And so he's reaching out to this prospect on my behalf, so that means I now have a much better chance at getting a meeting instead of if I just reached out cold to that prospect. Now I get this sales thought leader reaching out on my behalf because I built my brand and I went to conferences and I wasn't just shy, at the conferences, sitting back, looking at my phone the whole time. I actually, engaged and built a relationship with this person. And now it comes around full circle. I know it's kind of a long video, but hopefully that helped the people watching out there. Thanks for watching. See ya.